Warning, this podcast was intended for mature audiences. The intention of the podcast is to be relatively lighthearted, so please do not take anything too seriously. Hope you enjoy it.
Welcome
Lachie.
every. Can I do the intro or?
Sorry, go ahead.
All right. Welcome everybody back to the Slightly Improper Podcast. This is episode 5, right?
It's 5. Yeah, we've hit 5.
Episode 5. Yeah. This is that. This is the Halloween special. So it's as you can see, it's here on YouTube. We've got a special guest below. This is Lachie. Say hi.
Hi.
Basically, yeah, we've known Lachie for quite a number of years. He went to high school with us, and we play a lot of games with him. And so yeah, we just brought him on to,
We decided
he's scary.
Dude, it's Halloween. We're like, okay, so what's the costume? We're all gonna rock hats, and we're gonna bring on the scariest guest we can find in like a week.
Yep.
So Lachie was the one.
I'm properly labeled too.
Disappointment.
Yeah, Lachie, can you tell us a little bit about yourself in like 10 words or less?
I have 3 Spanish manga Bibles.
Yeah, he's like.
Yeah, that sums up Lachie.
They're over there. So
Alright.
there's that.
There you go, little.
And
That's it.
I have no life, and I like to play games.
Yeah, that's basically.
And I'm friends with these 2 idiots.
Yeah.
So-
Yes, very much so.
All right. As we did last week, I think we did start off with our movie segment last week. And
did,
it's actually
yeah.
there's a good movie that we've all seen this week. And that was
Yep.
recommended by I think everyone I talked to. And that's the new Borat on Amazon Prime
Yes.
Video.
Holy shit, that's good.
It's not bad.
You know what's actually funny? I was talking to people about it, and people aren't as big of a fan as they were at Borat 1. Because they thought the jokes were getting old and shit, but I feel like that they're totally missing the point. Because I feel like how it actually is it's really more of like quote unquote journalism while taking the piss, because it's the only way anyone bloody listens to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Like,
No, I think
Plus-
yeah.
See, I never watched the first one, so
oh dude, you gotta watch the first
I
one. it's
started
so
on the
good.
second.
Good
But the first one's not like
old-fashioned-
on Amazon or Netflix, so I couldn't be bothered.
Oh yeah, you have to buy it. You have to pay for
It's
it.
I think the second one was like it was good in a lot of ways. It was pretty short, but it was still good. But I think I agree with you. Like I think people missed the point of like where the humor comes. Like I think they 100% would have missed it. I don't think it was incredible, but or like as good as the first. But even so, I think it was still good. It was still like a really good experience, like fun to watch.
I saw an article show up that people are calling for well, I don't remember what the actress's name, but the chick that is in the movie to win an Oscar.
The daughter of the boy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Really?
Because she's
Well,
actually like
to be
24
fair,
in real life.
She was bloody brilliant in it.
Yeah, she
but
was
I mean,
really funny.
I don't know if they normally give Oscars to those style of movies.
It'd be pretty rare. Hey, it'd be so weird to see it at like the movie awards.
It would be. She goes up in character with the bloody. Oh, by the way, did you think that she, before she got the makeover, just looks like Alistair?
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah, I
A
just
little
thought
bit.
it was
I
the
see that, I
gender
see
swapped
that, I
Alistair.
see
Yeah, true.
It's mainly the monobrow.
Yeah, it was actually. I thought it was but despite it being like a bit of an old concept, I thought it was good. It still holds up, and I think we can all hear, even if you're like not a big fan of it or not, we can all recommend it. Like if you're bored or if you just want something funny to watch, even if you haven't seen the first one, check it out. Like it's really good to watch. Like it's just funny.
Oh shit,
Just
it
really
is so funny.
Yeah, some good gags in there, and the reactions of people are crazy. So it's
I
pretty
can't
good.
believe some of the things that the bloody governing, like Trump's lawyer was like such a pervy bloke. What the fuck? was
That
all
made me
that?
think like, wait, this has to be scripted, right? There's no way
I know,
this is
same.
real. What?
Oh.
Like, and the fact that like he would have had to like, well, you don't have to get permission to record people like that, but you know what I mean? Like, surely he would have to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna put you in this movie. This is the footage that you're in. Can we put you in the movie? Like, why would he
But,
accept
like
it?
in the first one, from what I read, he didn't do that, and then he just copped the lawsuits.
Oh really?
Yeah, he just copped the lawsuits, and because the movie got so popular, he just used the money from the movie to pay off the lawsuits, effectively.
That's funny. That's actually so funny. Holy shit. Alright, other than Borat, any other movies that you've seen this week? Or any other good
I
media?
finally took your recommendation and I watched The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Oh, you did! That's the
Finally
Snapchat you
watched
sent me
that,
the other day. What were your
Yeah.
thoughts?
I hated Emma Watson's American accent.
Yeah, I agree. I think it sounded
I
awful.
hated it. It was so bad.
I think she's a good actress though, but I think
no, she's a great actress. But
That's
I don't
that
know.
one girl from Harry Potter.
yeah.
it is the one girl from Harry Potter.
Hermione.
Actually true.
It's Hermione Greninja.
Hey,
You like this.
go on, Connor, go on.
Yeah, no, I quite enjoyed it personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
What do you think about the ending?
I thought for a second he died.
Why do you think he died? Wait.
Well, because he was on the phone to
Yeah.
his sister,
Oh yeah,
and then
yeah.
the cops got called, and I was like, wait,
Yeah.
because they never actually arrived at his house, and it just went black.
Don't you think, like, at the end, though, when you find out the twist, that it makes sense? It's almost like, I knew it from the start, but, I feel like, it's something, not you could have guessed, but, like, it was, hinted towards.
Yeah.
I think it was a good movie. I think, like, it was a really good coming-of-age movie.
was good.
Definitely. One of my favorites, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Have you seen it, Lachie? Perks of Being a Wallflower?
No. I got no idea.
I recommended it. You recommended me that, other coming-of-age movie the other day.
Edge of
and
17.
Yeah, and that was pretty decent. I like that. That was
Yeah,
good.
Edge of 17 was really good.
I recommend...
It helps if you have a crush on Haley Steinfeld. Steinfeld?
Here we go, the names, dude. Hermione
Hermione Greninja. Well, that's like how I used to read names when I was younger, because no one diagnosed me with dyslexia, and I still tried to read. So I just spent an hour and a half trying to read Hermione Granger.
Dude,
Why couldn't it just be like Mark?
Yeah.
the effort counts. But dude, I actually recommend it. Lucky if you haven't watched it. It's a good movie. The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Good coming of age movie.
But
It's on Netflix, so
why is it? So this is. I'm going. It's Ron, and then Harry, and then Hermione.
Hermione.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a pretty
I
clear
don't
O in the
understand
name,
that.
isn't there? Did you just like the O?
Hermione.
Yeah, there is Hermione.
The O just disappeared.
Yeah, I don't think you understand how dyslexic I am.
Cool.
That's fair, dude. But anyway, those are like the two movies I think we would recommend this week if you haven't seen them.
Yeah.
They're one's on Netflix, one's on Amazon Prime. Both of them are really good. Like even if you're not into like coming of age or stark like comedy, like still watch them. Like they're culturally, I think they're important as well. So I think.
Oh yeah,
Take
I
a
mean,
watch.
Edge of 17. I didn't expect to like it because I hate those movies, but it was funny.
I haven't watched that one, so I'm gonna have to give that a look.
That's
Yeah,
also a
dude,
good
it was
one,
it was actually funny. I was very surprised. I watched it twice now just because I really enjoyed it.
yeah. It's a good
Fair.
coming of age movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I'll write that down and give that a watch probably later tonight.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I wanted to bring up the something culturally locally within the country. The AFL Grand Final. Sports, am I right? How was the AFL Grand
Granny.
Final? Yeah.
Yes,
Didn't-
it was
didn't-
good, but I think Connor and I have a differing opinion on this.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about it.
No,
How
no,
about that?
So for
Yeah,
starters,
fair.
up you lost. That's pretty funny. Although actually, I was
You're
going
a
for you
Carlton
guys.
supporter. You didn't even
I am a
make top
Carlton
8.
supporter. Yeah, we never make top 8. Okay,
Yeah,
we're not talking about Carlton.
Yo, before we get into the heated discussion, I just want to point out for all my other non-football homies out there, it was the Richmond team versus the Geelong team, and the Richmond team
And I'm a
won.
Geelong supporter.
Yeah, and everyone's
You know
very
what
strong
we-
about their teams, you know.
You know what we can all agree on? That well, I mean us two. You don't give a shit, Raph. But is that it's good that the first time that they hold it in Queensland, it's two
Yeah, I know.
Victorian
I agree
teams.
with that. Oh, it was hilarious.
Up the Vicks. We can't handle COVID, but you know
We
we're
can
good at
play
this.
footy.
We're good at footy.
Can you is it
And we're good at NRL as well.
Are we? I never watched it.
is
Yeah,
it a
we
close
won.
game?
We fucking smashed it.
Oh, up the boys.
Was it a close match or like
No, not at all.
The footy or the NRL?
the football?
It was 31 points in the end.
That's a fair bit, isn't it?
To
That's
be
like
fair,
5 goals. Yeah.
It was close, and then Richmond ran away in the second half.
Yeah,
okay.
It was shit umpiring, but yeah.
It
Oh,
was
well.
not shit umpiring,
It was.
Connor.
They
Dude,
didn't call
okay.
anything on Dusty, they didn't call anything on Rewalt, and they didn't call anything
Okay,
on fucking...
look,
Tom
I
Lynch
reckon-
should have been suspended that
Shut-
many times throughout the
Okay,
season.
I
He's such
completely
a good
agree with
player.
that. I
He's
completely
such a
agree
good
with that. The
player.
AFL does mildly jack Tom Lynch off. But,
Exactly, they do.
But the first half, where you guys were ahead, I would say it was slightly skewed to them. I even mentioned that I reckon that Richmond would be happy with the umpiring, but even so, like, it wasn't that bad. And then the second half, I thought it was pretty even, and then
Nah.
that's when you guys kicked 0 goals and they kicked 8.
No,
So
How does the umpiring actually impact like the game?
A
Is it
lot.
like just like
A lot, yeah.
Yeah. Do
If
people
you,
actually have
like,
bias or?
There's been some games this year with truly horrible umpiring, and it totally ruined the matches.
Yeah.
Oh really? Okay. So
Oh, yeah,
people have.
completely.
I can imagine some umpires have biases or something.
Yeah, biases, or they're just fucking blind. They
Oh,
should've
really?
been
Yeah.
next savers, mate.
Blind, yeah.
Surely there's a conspiracy where it's like some of them are paid off or something by a team. Like
Probably.
I don't know,
I mean-
refs, dude.
Probably, but it is an Aussie sport, so everyone that's
Yeah,
there is just
true.
too drunk and yelling at people to actually think of conspiracies.
Yeah, true, true.
Exactly.
They prefer to just like, oh, you fucker, cunt,
Mm,
rather than,
yeah, true.
complex conspiracies.
actually-
Until Essendon start taking drugs.
Dude, I saw a dumb Reddit video the other day of like some guy like doing a nudie streak in America across some like baseball field or something. Does that happen a lot at the Australian footy? Or
Nah.
no, that
No.
doesn't happen.
Yeah,
I
it was
prefer-
the grand final, but there
Yeah.
were 2 YouTubers that did it.
I think that's like the first time that I've seen someone streak in a granny.
It wasn't a streak though.
Well, I mean,
All they did was
they
run
ran
the
on
field
ground. They weren't butters, mate.
Yeah, but have you seen the video they made as well?
No.
Yeah,
Which
it was.
YouTuber was
I don't know what the name was. It came up on my Facebook feed. But it was basically the aim was to score a goal at the granny, but they didn't want to intervene the game like at all. So they waited till the ball was, and they wanted to get done early, so the result wouldn't be affected. So I think was it first quarter or second quarter?
Yeah, it was like first quarter.
Yeah, first quarter. It was at the other end, so they, jumped on with their balls, kicked the goals, got decked, and then they turned around and two is there with the ball.
And he's just like, you idiots.
Yeah, he was just like, what the fuck, man?
Dude,
'Cause
the
the thing
problem
is,
was
they would have had a great breakaway there as well.
the problem was
That wouldn't have
it's just-
counted though, would it?
No.
Nah. Got called back,
No, yeah, it got called back there. I thought that the umpire was gonna call a ball up after they did
Oh,
that.
no, they
after you
shouldn't
guys
have. We had full possession.
Yeah, no, yeah, you had full possession. That's what I meant. But
Yeah.
I heard him say ball up over because I was watching the footy on the
Alright.
the problem with the dudes running on the ground though is they don't realize how bad that looks because after a shitty pre-game show, or I didn't watch it, but from what
Yeah.
I heard, it was like complete dog shit. And then they have people running on the ground, so it just makes it look like they have dog shit security. Like Queensland are not going to get another granny
Yeah,
anytime
Queensland.
soon.
Yeah, Brisbane's not going to get it again. It will come back to MC.
Yeah,
next
it
year,
will.
for sure.
Is the grand final always in Melbourne every year?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, normally.
mostly, apart from COVID.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
True. On that note, though,
It's just because the MCG is the best ground.
Exactly. And it's big
okay.
capacity.
okay, right. So it's the biggest stadium kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, recently there's been some eased restrictions, which is good. I know we don't like to talk about COVID too much, like directly on the podcast, but like this is still a good thing you can kind of bring up very very briefly. Is like how good is it that I guess we've had 0
Yeah.
cases for a fair few, even though there's been
Yeah.
minor kind of build-ups, and here
Was
we
it
are.
0 again today? Because I know it
Yeah.
was 0 yesterday.
I think it was, yeah.
Sick.
So it's good. We're going well. We're on the right track, fellas.
Yeah.
Next week we can actually start catching up.
Exactly. I know a lot of people
No, I
starting to
can't
finish.
catch up with you two. You two can catch up together.
No,
Yeah.
next week we can. Reach
Yeah.
Oh,
out.
if they, no, they're not going to release that till the 2nd of November. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So next
the
week.
good thing is,
Yeah, next week.
I think
My bad. Shush.
people are finishing up uni like up to this point, so it's good as well. So people
Yeah,
are gonna
I just had my
catch up
last
more.
exam today, so.
Oh, you
I'm-
do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I got like a few more weeks, and then hopefully people can go back to normal life. Oh, not normal, not normal,
So good.
but better than
But-
normal.
yeah,
Better
exactly.
than average.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know what it is.
that's good. Dude, we had a topic here that is probably a bit more relevant to me and Connor, maybe to Lachie as well, and he can definitely jump
I mean,
in the
he's got his
conversation.
manga Bible.
Yeah, he does. We
Yeah.
were looking.
Have you read them, Lachie?
I tried, but I can barely read English. How am I gonna read Spanish? Look at
Fair.
these. Rebellion and although Al Messiah, I can read that
Messiah.
because
Oh, Messias.
yeah. So yeah, what's the topic? I forget. I forget when we wrote down the topics. I literally forget them all.
We were
So
talking about
reading as a kid and starting to read again now, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not reading.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying, but it's all in Spanish. It's really weird.
Looks kind of cool though with the pictures and stuff, because it's like.
It does actually. The art's cool. Wait, let me find that picture of shirtless, shredded Jesus while you guys talk about your.
Oh my god.
Reading as a kid, I realized that like we used to have this like book club thing at school where you had to read a book every week and
Yeah.
annotate it with post-it notes and shit.
I had the same.
Yeah, and it forced me to read, and I was always like, oh, I don't want to read. But like thinking back on it now, it was better than I thought, and I actually had really good spelling. And now I'm just a degenerate who can't write. So.
You know, I think it was the Victorian Reading Challenge or something.
Yeah.
I did that.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do so well in that every year.
Yeah,
But I'd also just, you know, put a few books in that I didn't read. Just be like that. But I agree. My spelling used to be, you know, impeccable, and now that I'm at uni, I just don't care because, you know, we've got spell check when we're typing.
Exactly.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'll still correct people, but
yeah, 'cause you're a prick.
Yeah, basically. No, but like if I'm sending a text or something and like there's a few words misspelled, it's like she'll be right. I'm just gonna send it. They can make well of it.
Baby Jesus. Well, actually, it's more like preteen Jesus. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I feel as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dude, I was thinking about how as a kid, dude, I literally read like all the Lord of the Rings books and shit, and like that stuff's kind of like complicated.
Yeah,
and now I can't even read
Skullduggery books.
Yeah.
You know, the Never Ending Story, the Harry Potter books.
I'm reading Skullduggery again now.
So
listening to the
I'm
audiobook.
still reading Percy Jackson.
Yeah, I'm rereading it now. I'm actually having the best time that I've had in months.
I got super mad though the other day because I didn't know yesterday. I was looking at his new series and it was like he's a what was it? He's like books for middle school.
Oh.
And I was like, these are not middle school books. I am an 18-year-old reading these.
No, you can like Skullduggery you can read as a 10-year-old and not understand everything.
Yeah.
And then you can read it now and you'll understand more. Like that's why I'm rereading it. It's my favorite.
What were those books?
Cherub?
With the Cherub. Those are awesome.
Yeah,
I love those.
That guy was a slayer as well, the main character did. And I was like 12 when I read it, and I was like, hey, what's he doing to all these females? And then
I was so confused.
It was kind of
did school ruin reading when they forced us to read books that we would never want to read and then overanalyze them?
Yes.
And then it just made it not enjoyable. So whenever I try and read, unless it's like for a meme, Spanish manga Bibles, for example, it just sucks.
Yeah.
It's like, why bother?
Yeah, I agree. Some of the school books were okay, but they were just ruined by the overanalysis, I think.
I didn't read a book for English since like year 8. I just stopped reading them because you could just read the Spark Notes. Like there was literally no point because you could write an essay if you took down like 4 or 5 key points and then read some Spark Notes and then write an essay. Because like we're
not endorsing this, so you should definitely read your books.
I'm endorsing it.
I'm not. I mean, I didn't need this language. I didn't need to read books.
No, I'm fully endorsing it, dude. I was like dyslexic as fuck.
But like the thing is, though,
like I didn't want to read, and then I'm like, what's the point of reading if I can write an essay that will get me like a B? Yeah. Without ever reading the book, it just doesn't make sense.
That's fair. See, like, but I know in year 9 and 10, like we would read the book as a class. Like they'd read it out loud. So like Romeo and Juliet, that got read out loud, and then what's it called? The one with the lawyer.
The Merchant of Paris, Merchant of
no.
Venice.
Oh yeah.
Why I say Paris?
The Merchant of Venice.
That was your guys' year.
It's like year 11.
Literally, all I remember from that is that bloke took that pound of flesh or something, and I kept making
Kill a
joke about
Mockingbird.
how he cut off his dick.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
We watched To Kill a Mockingbird.
We watched and read it.
Oh, Mr. Fox. Mr.
Did I
Fox.
just not read it? I love
it.
To Kill a Mockingbird. You know, my mum was gonna name me Atticus.
Yeah, we had this conversation the other day, Lachie. Atticus and Morpheus, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, Atticus and
that'd be such a
name you
that's like a
Morpheus.
Titan name, dude.
What a powerhouse friendship we would have had.
Wait, Connor, you would have been what? Sorry.
Connor or Cooper.
Dude, that's like Atticus, Morpheus, Connor.
Connor. Hey guys, I'm Connor.
That's actually sick.
Hey, out of curiosity, is religious imagery like a trigger on the internet?
Ooh,
like should I show all of this?
Probably not.
Oh, okay. Jesus is really shredded. He'd be hauling those oxen.
Culturally
appropriating? No.
Yeah.
Read the Bible, kids.
Yeah.
It teach you to.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Alright, let's move on. Okay.
Anyway, this is probably not the road to go down.
Yo, okay.
That bloke Moses was the original waterbender. Anyway, go.
Okay. Yo, alright.
Jesus was the original Dionysus.
Oh my god, dude.
Joke's on you. God is just Aang.
Yo, we have the books. Do you want to keep talking about books, or do we move to the next insane topic?
I have another good book actually that's actually in English.
What book is it?
So it's a choose your own adventure book about.
No.
Okay, Lachie.
Lachie,
stop.
We're not talking about this. We're gonna move on to the next topic.
Yep,
here.
that's
It's not even that
The next topic
inappropriate.
is traveling. And now, look, have you been to Germany?
I have not been to Germany, but I have taken a quick trip through Poland.
No. I don't know.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Connor's internet's tanking.
Yeah, usually when this happens, I
That's
just
fine.
pretend to listen and nod, so then it makes the recording smoother.
Well,
So-
see, on my end, it records everything, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's all good. But anyway,
Yeah.
okay, traveling, dude.
Eh, As I said, no, I have not been to Germany, but I did take a quick dip through Poland.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did? Okay.
Fair.
So this is a rough topic
No, I
for me.
didn't. That was a joke. Anyway.
I got
Okay.
it. I got it.
I didn't get it
just
because I don't
wanna-
understand
wanna-
geography. I don't understand.
Go,
it.
Raph!
I want-
Geography.
I wanted to say that, like, I think I've told you this story like 3 times, but I'm gonna say it one more. I remember once I thought that Queensland was overseas,
Yeah.
and my mum was like, "I'll buy you an ice cream if you can remember all the states of like Australia and all the capital cities by the end of the day." And I did it, and she bought me an ice cream, and then I forgot, and now I don't know any of the states or
Oh my
anything.
god.
Like, it's impossible. How are you supposed to
Australia's
remember?
the simplest place.
Why would you remember if you don't? I don't go to. Oh, I'm going to France today, and I'm gonna
Well,
go to this place
Australia's
tomorrow.
simple
Like,
because you just think of like there's like Queensland and Victoria, and then Tassie and the ACT,
yeah,
and then
exactly,
the last one is a territory and literally just where they are in Australia.
Northern, and then
Yeah,
Western.
the Northern Territory, and then
South.
Western Australia, and Southern.
Yeah,
South
that's
Australia.
not hard. But I mean, like, when you say like Poland, I'm like, I don't know where that is. I have no clue.
Well, I actually have no clue where it is either. I just know.
I know its general location.
Yeah, I know part of history.
Yeah.
No, like knowing what did and all that. That's like the only part of history
Okay.
that I know.
Yeah, see, I get it, but like, it's like when I went through Europe with my mom and my sister for like a few months. I didn't even know where we were going. I was just along for the ride. It was kind of fun in that way, but like,
But that'd be cool, yeah. That'd
Yeah.
be fun.
I know we
it's
went
all
to-
planned for you. You don't know where you're
Yeah,
going.
yeah,
and you
I
mean,
just-
I
that'd
I
be
won't get that
awesome.
luxury
I've
anymore.
always wanted to do. You know how you can buy the plane ticket
Anywhere,
that takes
yeah.
you to an undisclosed location.
Yes.
You don't get to
Oh,
know. I've
That's
always
pretty
wanted
cool.
to do that.
I'd love to do that. It'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't know.
Come
Have you heard of Yes Theory?
Yes, that
Yes.
awesome channel.
Yeah.
Awesome
Where they had one where they got on Google Maps and they just went, take me anywhere, and wherever it landed, that's where they went and landed.
Imagine if
on
it
the
took
Great
them to like a certain bad place. It's just like,
Barrier. Where there's-
Israel, middle of Afghan war.
Oh, no.
no. Anyway,
It just took them to some oil fields, and then they were like, "Oh no!"
Oops.
okay.
I'm not allowed back, am I?
No, okay. It's gonna be some fun editing expeditions for me. Anyway, dude,
Leaping some things out.
where have you guys been? Like, and like, where would you like to go? Is like, and what are your experiences there? Any like particular like experiences that stuck out for you inside?
Well,
of this
actually,
that you've been?
as we briefly spoke about, I went to Cambodia with school,
Mm.
and the trip was alright. Cambodia, a beautiful place. I'm not a big fan of hot weather, particularly, so that wasn't great. But the most notable part is I got like really sick. I still have no idea what it was. It might have been like food poisoning or something. But so I spent like a lot of the time like in our hotel with our mate Joe. But him and I were both sick, but he got better before I did. So the two funny things that happened is shut up, Connor.
Connor, you couldn't help yourself, dude. You
I couldn't help myself.
You can't every time with the look.
Oh,
Alright.
continue.
Okay, so I two of the funny things that happened. Fuck, where I forgot to tell my mum that I was like violently ill and blacking out.
Oh, nice.
But our friend who shall not be named because of Connor, he did tell his, and then his mum told mine, and then my mum called Mr. Horn, and then asked to be put onto me and then gave me a spray, so that was really good. And then Joe started feeling better, but I wasn't. But being me, I was just like, and so I went along with it. So we went down as a whole group for everyone who went there. So like 20 people from school all went down to go to this pizza place. So we were sitting down and I was feeling shocking. So I went to the bathroom real quick. And while this was happening, two other of our friends were having an argument. I've got no idea what about, but apparently was just being a tool. Shocker.
No comment.
No, it's okay. He's a good guy. He's really tall.
He's not that tall.
Anyway, he was always taller than me. I mean, I've grown only just recently, I suppose. Back, I was normally a Lachie Ellis height.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So we're at this pizza restaurant, and I go to the bathroom, and I'm feeling shocking, super dizzy and shit. So I go back to the teachers, and just say, look, I feel horrid. Can I just go back to the hotel? And I get to their table and then just black out.
Really?
I don't know what happens from there. I literally just completely lose consciousness.
Holy shit.
And so from what I've heard, the funny thing that happened was how everyone was sitting, obviously half the people could see me and half the people couldn't, because some were facing the wall, some were facing the rest of the restaurant. And sitting across from each other having their spat about whatever the crap they were talking about, which was apparently quite funny. And sees me black out. It's like, oh shit, what happened to him? It's like, don't change the subject. No.
What?
Yeah, this is what was telling me later.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
Damn.
Oh, actually, I was sick. That was that year's granny. I got to watch that year's granny because everyone else had. Oh, that's actually another bad story because they all went to the killing fields, and bloody wore his Richmond jersey under his shirt.
Really?
That was
is that bad? Is that disrespectful or something? Or?
Well, he went to a place of one of the most horrific mass murders in history, and he wore an AFL Guernsey under his shirt and was trying to watch the footy on his phone as much as possible.
Oh damn.
So,
yeah.
I mean, take that as you will.
Yeah,
Some people take things differently, but
just a wee bit disrespectful.
That's
just a tad.
Alright.
That's my travel story.
That's good though. I mean, not good, but it was interesting. It's an interesting experience to have for sure. Blacking out in a different country is kind of a bit scary as well.
Yeah, they wanted to take me to the hospital, but no, they didn't. We were all good.
That's
healed because I big strong man boy.
Big strong boy man. That's it. Connor, how about you? Any traveling experiences?
Well, I mean, I've been around a fair bit of Australia. I traveled to Bali. Two years ago, I think. Yeah. Roughly, and that was
Can you pause just for 1 sec? Just be quiet so it's easier to edit this joke out.
How about we just don't make a joke?
Dude, Bali?
I don't get it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're talking to someone who doesn't know geography or history. I don't know any of it.
Anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
For that.
So I traveled to Bali, 2 years ago.
You start having a fit in the middle of the conversation. Sorry.
And just meet yourself. But yeah, I went to Bali about 2 years ago, and I guess it was interesting. Lachie, please stop.
I'm sorry, I was muted. I thought that's what you want. Anyway, sorry.
And when we went there, it was January, so I don't know if you've been to Bali, but it's super humid, and I'm not a fan of humid weather, so I mean that was shit.
Humidity sucks.
But I gotta say, we had the best Greek food ever that I've had in Bali, which was very surprising to say the least.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Raph, you've got to take us to some authenticated Greek restaurant that is that is a Greek person approved Greek.
It's got that tick it's got that verified tick, dude.
It's a verified tick.
Yeah, dude, I will say, my grandma makes the best Greek food all the time, and I grew up with it, so I know what the flavors are, the tastes are. But when I went to Greece, everything is similar, obviously, but there's these small differences that it's almost because the ingredients are locally sourced, it tastes better, from what it is, you know what I mean? The food tastes better in the country that it was created because of the culture, the way it's made and stuff like that. there's this thing called Spanakopita that's very common, and people would know about it in more Western countries. It's like a pastry filled with spinach and ricotta. It's very stock standard and a bit of like a stocks. Anyway, my grandma makes it wonderfully, but in Greece, it's almost like the cheese they use was cut from like the gods' cheese or something. It just tastes so much better for some reason, just because it's almost like because it's it's their food, that it's just so much better. It's almost like it gets like a stat boost because it's like in the environment that they need. It's really cool.
It gets that homegrown advantage. It's given a type advantage.
Yeah, it's really awesome. I think how like you can try food like good Greek food in Australia, but like if you want the real thing, you gotta go.
I want to play Pokemon now. You've made me want to play Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Dude, but
we want to talk about the new Pokemon. Well, new. It's new for me because I only just started playing it.
Oh yeah, we can just talk about games you've been playing, dude. If you have any.
Oh yeah, this arrived today.
Oh yeah, you've got that.
Classics. There's Mario 64 and Sunshine and Galaxy all on the Switch, which is great. I love the Switch, dude. It's so good.
Good console, yeah. We usually talk a little bit about gaming anyway in a separate section. And because you're a guest, we would be interested to hear about what you've been playing, what your thoughts are on current games, games releasing, also what you've enjoyed to play.
So, Pokemon, it is... Wait, did Ghost Runner come out today?
It is the 28th.
No,
Tomorrow, sick.
Is it 28th US though?
No, on Steam, I think it automatically changes. So whatever it says on Steam, it'll be. Anyway,
better buy that.
The Pokemon, I got Shield. It's really fun. Like I feel like I was thinking about this last night because I was playing it while I couldn't sleep. Shocker. And the game I think is more fun than previous ones, which I think is a controversial opinion. I love I think Soul Silver is still my favorite, but that's just because the first one that I really got into.
Yeah, for sure.
And Crocodile is one of the starters, and I love that guy. Deal?
Crocodile or something?
Anyway, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know who you mean. So
this game feels more fun to just like run around and explore and shit. I think because the Pokemon are actually there, which is like really cool. Building up a really nice team, but I feel like grinding feels like more of a grind.
It does. It's more cinematic. Levels. It takes longer.
Yeah.
That's why usually when I grind, dude, I take off battle animations, text speed fast, it's all like maxed out. Because otherwise it takes too long.
Because I wanted to go grind a bit because I'm about to fight the champion, whatever it is. And I wanted to grind up some Pokemon because I got what's that? It's like the best Pokemon in the game. It's like a dragon type. You can catch it when it's raining, and then when you level it up when you evolve it at level 60, it becomes
Salamander.
Stupid
Something
strong.
like that. There's a lot of
something like that.
Dragons are always the top big ones.
Yeah,
dragons.
So I got like him and like a Gyarados going at the moment, early level 60s. So I wanted to like just get them to level 60 so it looks nice. I know it's like over leveled, but and I could not be bothered grinding, which is normally never a problem in the previous games because you just go left, right, and some grass. But it doesn't really work like that now, which is I mean, I also don't know enough about the new game to decide where to grind, but like it just feels like more of a grind.
I would say that like the difference between someone who's played all of them and been a massive fan in childhood, the new games are more like almost like a more story-based cinematic experience. Like the environments look better objectively. It's more like cool, like seeing like the cool environments. The Pokemon look cool. The gym fights are awesome with like the really awesome cinematic like music and the stage.
Yeah,
and
gym fights are dope.
The actual, in terms of the convenience, it's actually less. Things take longer.
I completely agree.
Yeah. Other than that though, it's a good experience to play. And I hear the Crown Tundra DLC is really good. The first one was not good apparently, or a bit lackluster. But this new DLC that came out yesterday or the day before is really good apparently. So
yeah, that's what Toby.
Yeah, was talking about.
Was it Toby or Tyler?
Don't know. Same person to me.
I can't remember. They're all Tim's friends.
Yeah, true. Anyway, a recommendation is if you haven't played Pokemon Sword and Shield and you have a Switch, recommend it. And the new DLC is really good as well.
Yeah, because I took forever to buy it because it never goes on sale because Nintendo never put anything on sale. So I couldn't get it for cheaper. So I was like iffy because, I like Pokemon, but I might as well just play the old ones on an emulator. But I think it's 100% worth. I've been playing it for like 2 days straight. I think I have like already got like 20 hours on the game and I only got the game like 2-3 days ago.
No, it's a really good game. It's good.
Connor, what are you doing?
What? Nothing.
Why were you?
He's
What?
checking himself out, dude.
He was giving himself
Sorry.
the eyebrows, dude.
No, I was
Hey,
moving my
baby.
I was moving my ears.
Dude,
Uh-huh.
another game that you really like at the moment, Lachie, is, and that we all kind of like, we mentioned very briefly last week, so we won't talk about it for too long, is Rogue Company. You still...
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
can't stop
Lachie,
playing that as well.
You really love that.
Aside, so I can't stop playing it. Love the game. You know, I played it in like 4 days. I haven't played it in the past couple days because of Pokemon, but over like 4 days, I got like 30 hours, 40 hours in the game because I've got like no life. My only complaint, fucking hate Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, true.
It's everywhere, and also I found out, which makes me hate him more. Did you know that his skin has its own voice lines of him?
Yeah, I saw
It's
it,
just
actually.
like snippets like of him yelling and stuff. Oh, it's so annoying. I hate it.
I think
And his map is badly balanced.
I think any game with like a strict, like almost product placement like that literally saturates that whole thing. Like the whole map is him, and you don't have a choice whether you play it or not. I think is terrible. It should be a choice in terms of rotation.
I like with I'd say, but with Fortnite when they brought in like Ninja and Lachlan skills, you know, skins that made it optional. It wasn't, you didn't need to do it, or it wasn't a map.
Yeah, even if there was a map, it should be a choice or a special event or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like I understand that it's like a free game, and
Yeah.
like we probably shouldn't ask for too much from a free game, especially because its gameplay is great. It's very fun, but the amount that it forces this, and it's not even like a product or another game or okay, so like in Overwatch, Blizzworld could be seen as it jacking itself off a bit, but at least that's more of like fan service, and they tried to balance the map, even though Overwatch can't balance shit.
Yeah.
Like this map is not good. It's like it's the worst map in the game in my opinion. And of course my opinion is true. It's totally correct.
It's what stands, dude. It's the
And if you think that my opinion isn't fact, then well, that's your opinion. And so it sacrificed having another good map because I reckon the other maps are balanced pretty well. It forces this Dr. Disrespect stuff all over you. The map is skinned entirely for this one guy, and I don't understand why.
I mean, he's popular, I guess. That's the reason. But as I said before, I think it comes down to like, I don't know. I wouldn't really like. I don't know. For example, the actual example doesn't matter here. I wouldn't like I wouldn't like a James Charles map to be forced down my throat. Or something, like I don't have any, like
but
it's not. Yeah, you're forcing something down. I feel like
I don't know. See, I would have way less of a problem if it was like a Twitch map.
Yeah.
And then they had Twitch streamer stuff everywhere. Specific like the top 10 streamers. Maybe like a live leaderboard of who's got viewers or whatever on the map, like stuff like that. But the fact that it's like specifically Dr. Disrespect, I mean, he cheats on his wife. How do you know he won't cheat in the game? So it's like.
Holy shit. Dude, any old game recommendations for people? Like maybe if they don't have, modern consoles, or if they're not a big gamer, any like Super Mario yeah. Collection.
All of these.
That's pretty new.
Not even like so I mean this just came out like recently on the Switch, but all the games aren't. So for example, Super Mario Galaxy is on the Wii. That's probably the best Wii game just ever. I love that
Wii
game.
Sport.
No, it's better than Wii Sports.
Wii Sports is Wii Sports.
Really?
Really?
Really? Are you talking about Wii Sports or Wii Sports Resort?
No, just Wii Sports, because Wii Sports bowling
Classic.
is where it's at.
It is, except for that glitch you can do where you always get a strike on the 100-pin one.
I never
Yeah,
played
but-
Wii Sports Resort.
Oh.
Only Wii Sports.
I Yeah, anyway, so Super Mario Galaxy is bloody brilliant. I played that so much as a kid, and I'm looking forward to playing it on the Switch. But I feel like I have to beat the other two first. I've never played Sunshine. The water jetpack and shit, and of course Mario 64 is just golden.
It's classic,
Everyone knows that. The camera controls for the first time you play it are gonna feel like shit, and the controls, but it is golden.
I mean,
game. It's bloody amazing.
No matter how good, I had this thought about old games actually. You can have the best like old games ever, but there's always going to be things that feel dated in old games.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I mean you were
course.
playing Vampire Masquerade Diaries.
Oh, like that's dated beyond belief. Like, and it's so
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it's still such a fun. There's something about old games as well that just hit different compared to new games.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think.
I
The
love
aesthetic,
watching you play them.
the feeling that it gives you, like almost like the polygonal style is sometimes unnerving, but is a weird feeling. I don't know. I feel like you could actually write like an actual video essay on this, like.
Probably,
On
but
the feeling, yeah. But
we're
I mean,
all too lazy.
yeah, exactly. I mean, even so, those are some good games. So that's kind of like the games that Lockie's playing at the moment. They're all really good games, and obviously me and Connor always talk about games on the stream as well. Not stream.
Yeah.
And then there's, as we briefly mentioned, the Ghost Runner is coming out tomorrow.
Ghost Runner's good. Yeah.
Which, out of nowhere, has recently become like our Discord's favorite game for like a period, and probably will go back to being as soon as it comes
Probably,
out,
yeah.
dude.
So
That's so much fun to play.
it's like a fast-paced, like parkour, like speed runner kind of game.
Yeah, I
But
would
I don't know if
say
that's what the full game's gonna be like.
Mm.
If it's gonna be,
I would say it's like if you had Mirror's
Mirror's Edge.
Edge that was faster paced, and instead of having any guns, you just have a sword. It's probably the best way to do it. Yeah, I don't know any other, but I would 100, especially because if you buy it like now, I mean, which this
It's like
episode will
$30.
come out in time, but yeah, it's like $30. So whenever it comes out, I don't know how much it's gonna be, but God, it's gonna be well and truly goddamn worth it. I mean, CD keys will have it for like $30 because
If
they'll
anyone
just bought a bunch of keys.
If anyone
probably.
listening is interested in a game like that, and it's really good quality for a game, and it's not overpriced at all, there's a demo as well on Steam Store and Epic Games.
for
So
free.
have a go, have a go of the demo, and if you like it, definitely consider purchasing because it's a
Yeah,
it's
we
a new
all-
game,
we
it's a
all-
fun game.
Yeah, we all played the demo like 100 times over just
It-
to get nice, good times. Just
Would
'cause
be-
it's
Yeah.
fun.
We'd be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments, or send us a message if you're interested, if you want to talk about it, because we all like.
They
the game,
should
so-
also comment games that they recommend that we
True.
forget about mentioning.
Yeah,
Obviously,
literally.
we're hyped for stuff like Cyberpunk.
I mean, who
It's
isn't?
obvious shit.
I feel like on the
I
week
like
of that.
to.
On the week of that coming out, Connor, we'll probably talk about that for a bit, I guess. I mean, it's very likely. It's a
It's
cultural.
only a few weeks away.
Yeah, literally.
Well,
this
you
year,
know
man.
another interesting game that Tim is going to be very appreciative if I mention. Is it Nota? Nota?
Noita?
Yeah, Noita.
No,
Yeah, it's Swedish. I think Tim said it's like Swedish for like witch or something. But that game's really interesting. I'm not very good at it, but it's like a 2D dungeon crawler. So you start at the top, work your way down. If you die, it resets you. And as you go down, you pick up wands, and you can equip those wands with spells, and they all do different things. So it sounds pretty simple, but the brilliantness of the game, I reckon, comes from that you can destruct all the ground if you have specific wand types they can drill, and the interactions between, if you get acid on you, you can cover yourself in water. You can throw water into acid to balance the pH. You can put out fire with water. You can
So it's like combinations and stuff like that.
yeah, it's really cool. And a lot of the wands, there's like 190 different combinations, or like different spells and stuff, and
cool, man.
perks. And the combination is so cool. I'm not good enough at it to like play it a lot because I just get mad because it is relatively difficult. But it's worth to get. It actually it's really fun, especially because it's another really cheap one.
Well, if you haven't tried it, anyone watching, try it out. I've seen a lot of people play it and really enjoy it. So it looks like a really in-depth, fun, almost a little bit roguelike kind of game in terms of dungeon crawling and stuff like that.
Plus, it's always nice to support the small
Indie, yeah.
indie guys, especially when they're trying. Obviously, it's hard to play because I think he said it's 7 years he worked on the game. Before he was willing to like put it out, it was more just like a passion project, which I think is quite important.
I think you really respect people with like it's not really a side hustle, but it's more like those personal projects that they spend years developing. I've seen similar things with doing animatics and cinematics and stuff, with just singular people, and then it's almost like their baby in some ways. Like they spend years developing it and then release it. So it's good to support people doing that kind of stuff. We've talked a lot about games today. If you haven't checked them out, check them out, and leave us a comment in the comments if you're interested. We'll have more interesting stuff next week. I think our final topic was, I wrote in really, really dumb stuff. I was thinking about being a student, and the other day, Lachie, when me and you especially were looking at clothes, and about the drippy drip, or clothing, and how being a student and buying clothes
Why is it so expensive?
is quite difficult. Yeah, I mean, op shopping is becoming more popular. It doesn't work for everyone because you can't find good sizings for everyone. Like personally, Lachie, you know, I like to wear a lot of androgynous clothing, like, or a little bit more feminine clothing. I have to buy stuff that's like triple XL in that style, just because it's not built for people who are larger. So op shopping is a struggle. Buying cheap clothes is also a struggle. Where do you buy? Like,
you basically have to hope you don't grow
Target.
throughout the year, and then so Target helps, but like you just got to get clothes from family at Christmas and we're getting to that point. It's like that meme where it's like getting socks for Christmas as a kid and you're really sad,
I
and
was
getting
so
socks for
mad.
Christmas as an adult and you're like super happy.
Yeah,
That's what they're getting
yeah,
there.
so
I
true.
used to hate getting clothes because I hated getting new clothes, and now I'm like, yes, something to wear.
Dude, yeah, something to wear, and also like saved money. Like, I took for granted definitely like how much money it cost to like, because like you can't wear the same piece of clothing forever. I know I can't. I mean, personally, like if you grow out of it, it gets stained or really badly, or you rip it, or you know stuff happens. Life happens on it.
Yeah. See, I like wearing stuff over and over, so I have like a normal set amount of stuff. But sometimes, you know, I mean, all I wear is trackies and a jumper, so it's like sometimes that doesn't really suit, and then I realize, shit, I've got no clothes, and then I go to get clothes, and it's like I have to spend $100 on this shirt that I'm never gonna wear again. This is fucking ridiculous.
No, I get you.
It's like me. I always wear shorts, and for a period of time, I didn't have like any chinos or jeans. So I ended up spending like $200 on just chinos and jeans that I never wear.
Yeah, my route for saving money now is this: I just don't care anymore, so I just wear trackies everywhere.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude, I remember I literally was one of those kids who wore shorts all the time. Like I never used to wear pants. I
used to be too.
I have quite big legs, so pants were always super like I couldn't fit into pants properly. But like now I don't wear anything but pants. Like I would just wear trousers.
Fellow thick thigh boy.
Yeah, I wear just trousers and stuff like that. But even so, like to get like if you just I respect just wearing trackies, but even if you want to like style yourself or like have moderate, if you want to go out or if I'm going to go to uni, I'm going to try and wear something to make myself look presentable. It costs like a lot of money. Like
it does.
It costs so much. It's more than like, you know, it's I thought it was crazy anyway.
That's why I've gone more so down the route of wearing funny stuff.
Yeah, that works, dude.
Like,
I think it suits your personality, so it works.
Like my IP and pools hat that Connor told me I wasn't allowed to wear.
Absolutely.
Dude, I think it suits you though. I think I think it's cool when someone's style suits their personality or like the vibe they want to have, and I think yours is good because you're a funny dude, so you wear funny stuff. So
gang. I think that my favorite outfit is when I wore my lawn basket to pose for a Tinder photo.
Oh,
this
true.
is my profile picture on Discord.
Yeah, true. That's actually pretty. I thought that's actually like a cultural moment, dude. Like in the Discord.
Dude, that shit was funny.
That was funny.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
It was good. Dude, do you have anything else you want to talk about, Connor? That was kind of like my kind of ideas for topics as well throughout the time. Do you have anything extra you want to like pop on? Or?
I don't know.
You've been kind of quiet this time, dude.
You sort of just covered everything. I was just like, yeah, I agree with most of this.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, dude. If you have any extra topics.
Geelong didn't deserve to win the granny.
We're not talking about that anymore.
Dude.
Not talking about that.
Hooking. Richmond supporters are a pain, but the Geelong team is worse.
Are you like
No.
Actually,
like
they weren't in that game, actually.
Are you a Geelong fan, Connor, or is that like?
Yes.
Okay, so is there like actual like rivalries that happen between people?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, big time.
Certain teams have got massive ones, like Carlton, Essendon, and Collingwood have got probably the biggest rivalry historically in the AFL. And then everyone hates Hawthorn because they're Hawthorn.
A lot of people hate Richmond because they're Richmond.
Yeah, Richmond hate Carlton because of that time we kicked them out of the finals.
Yeah.
And Geelong,
and North Melbourne have that rivalry because of the brothers.
Who do you go for, Lachie? Like, who's your main
Carlton.
team? Carlton. Yeah. Like my dad.
Yeah.
Goes for Carlton.
Yeah. So you know, it's a lot of pain.
Did you
So
guys?
I'm not actually that into footy, so I don't really care. I like the game teams as much. Like I don't mind who wins most of the time.
Yeah.
I just actually like watching the game.
Do you like teams based on your family or just based on your personal preference? Yeah, because
I was told when I was growing up, I was like always like jumping around between what team I liked. I was like, I'm gonna like the Doggies, and my dad told me, yeah, the Doggies aren't a bad team, but if you say you're going for them, you can move out. And I was like 10, and I was like, okay, I'm going for Carlton, and now I just go for Carlton.
Yeah, That's like the same with me. I know my grandparents went for Collingwood, so therefore my mum went for Collingwood, and therefore we went for Collingwood, and that was just how it is. Yeah. So I guess I would say I'm a Collingwood fan, I guess, but even though I don't watch footy.
That's how it. Yeah. I suppose you say you're a Collingwood supporter then.
Yeah. Supporter. Yeah. No,
I wouldn't say like I don't care that. I would go to a game of footy with any. I just like the game.
I think it's pretty cool though how like not cool, but I thought it was interesting how like it's almost like passed down generations. Like It
is. Yeah.
I think it's an interesting concept.
Family goes for it. A lot of the time.
I think that's pretty nifty. Like something that I don't know. I personally found like it's like
Yeah, I quite like that idea. I mean, I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna continue to go for Carlton beyond like I did. Not even because I'm supporting it that much, but just because I don't know, it's cool. I like the whole. It's like as well if like someone in the family has like a kid, because our family's split between Collingwood and Carlton a lot, so there's like quite a rivalry there. So whenever someone in the family has a kid, everyone buys jerseys for whatever team they're going for because they want that kid to join their team.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so my dad, whenever there's a new kid or like a birthday for a little kid or something, will buy them like a Carlton jersey, even though like they come from a Collingwood family or something.
That's so funny, actually. Yeah, that's always good.
That's fun.
That banter's good. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Connor, should we call it here? We're kind of like slowly running out of time. Or
yeah.
Should we call it?
I gotta go soon.
I reckon it's been a pretty good episode. Yeah, thank you, Lachie, for joining us here, and of course, thank you to our listeners that are returning every week. Lachie, put it down. But yeah, thanks for listening this week, and we hope to see you guys next week with our next episode, obviously. Yeah.
Later.
Enjoy.
I won't be back because they don't want me back.